This is Dave at titlesearch.com. In this video, we're going to talk about researching a foreclosure property or a foreclosure investment. A lot of the clients we work with are looking at foreclosure auctions or even tax auctions, and we've compared notes between the different clients to look at what is the type of research and due diligence that goes into investigating a potential investment. On average, it appears that most investors put about 50 hours worth of research into a prospective investment property, and it goes in a couple different categories. First of all, you're going to look at the neighborhood. What are the houses around it? What is the trending of that street, that area, that neighborhood, in terms of, is it rental properties? Are there people moving into the area? Are people doing improvements on the property? Or is it going the other direction where the properties are getting cheaper? Maybe it's more rental properties versus owner occupants. The next thing is going to be the value. Are the values increasing? Has there been a trend of sales prices that are trending higher, or is the neighborhood declining in value? The third area is going to be, what's the history? What's going on with the foreclosures? Are there more foreclosures? In some cases, you're going to find that there was a batch of refinancing that maybe happened in the mid-2000s that are resulting in a lot of these foreclosures. The next area is what seems to be most important in terms of risk mitigation, and that's title search or lien research. And in some cases, a foreclosure property, because of the fact that it was in financial distress, it's in foreclosure, is going to have a higher likelihood that there are other issues on the title. Could be liens, maybe judgments, maybe tax assessments that aren't paid. Even if it's not a lien yet, there may be tax assessments not paid. In some cases, there may be mechanics liens for work that was done that's not paid for. So taking a look at the title, usually that part is 5 to 7 man hours, whether or not you do that yourself as an investor or hire a professional certified title examiner to do that for you and provide you with an official title abstract. The other area of research has to do with permits, to see if there's any recent work that's been contracted for the house where permits have been opened in the planning and zoning department. And that's important to know, because if the permits are open but never were closed out, you may be in a situation as an investor where these open permits prevent you from going ahead with other work until those permits are closed. And if they've been open for a long time, getting those permits closed out could be an issue. And then the last area on a foreclosure investment type property is looking at condition. In some cases, you're limited in reviewing the condition because you maybe can't get inside. In some cases, there may be a fence around it where you can't even see outside in the backyard. A lot of investors have some pretty clever techniques on getting an idea of what's going on inside the property. Sometimes if there's an existing tenant, you may be able to convince that tenant to give you some access to the inside of the property. Sometimes you may find old listing photos online where the property was offered for rent or for sale that has pictures of what's going on the inside. You can also look to see if the AC unit is on the exterior of the house. You can see if it's running, give you an idea if the AC unit even works, which is one of the major mechanical components. So researching a foreclosure property is an important part of getting an idea of how high to bid, based on the value, based on what other liabilities might exist. Could be title liabilities, might be condition liabilities, and those are the areas that most of our investor clients look at and put in that about 50 to 55 hours worth of research. If you have more questions or want more information, you can reach us through our website, titlesearch.com. There's probably a link right here where you can click on the page and get right to our site.